Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Sally Foote, and as a way to say thank you to our veterinary technicians and nurses, I'm going to give you a few low stress handling tips for ourselves, how we can treat each other in the veterinary practice in a low stress way. First of all, we want to decrease our own personal physical stress along with our mental stress. This is a technique I would do myself at my practice when I was really feeling all that tension in the back of my neck and my shoulders and my arms as I was, carrying kind of the burdens of a lot of my clients' needs and also just being on your feet all day, etc. So what you do is I call this a low stress flush because it's a way that it flushes the blood and the lymph through your arms and your shoulders to release that tension. And here, I'll talk through the steps. So what you want to do is get in a private space. And quite honestly, the bathroom is sometimes the best place to do this because this is one of the few rooms at the practice or at home that you can really be alone for about 60 seconds or so to do this. Behind the kennels, when you throw out the garbage and in the alley, those could be other places as well. So this is how we do this. First of all, you're going to stand up and get the chair out of here. And you're going to bend your knees just a little bit and stand with your legs about hip width apart. And you're going to breathe in, stretch your hands up to the ceiling, spreading your fingertips wide as you come down and around and put your head down. And then you're going to cross your arms and give yourself a big hug, just like you were hugging your best friend. And you're going to rock from the right to the left, keeping those knees bent. And blow out, stretch up again, blow out, and you'll feel the tingle through your fingers as all the blood and the stress flows and flushes out of your arms. Okay, that's it. Do that once, twice, maybe every few hours as you need to, and that will help to get the blood up to your head and release that tension from your body. A second way to physically help yourself is what I call the pause that refreshes. So this will be where if you're feeling just a lot of, there's just so much phones ringing, noise stimulation, people talking to you, constantly having to talk to people, that we need to just literally stop for maybe 30 seconds, 60 seconds. So that pause that refreshes is where you're going to turn to your coworker and say, I will be right back. And you're going to walk out the back door and maybe just walk around the property outside. You need to get out of the high stimulating environment to help de-escalate all that sensory overload. And the walking, again, helps to move blood through your body. Take some deep breaths. When you go outside, look up at the sky, look up at some trees, look up at whatever you can put your eyes on that is something not related to the practice. And that gives you that mental break, even for 15 or 30 seconds, to help bring you some calm. So then when you go back in, you can bear, the stimulation for a little while longer. So think of it as you're kind of allowing yourself to go up and go down and go up and go down, instead of just up and up and up through the day. Now, a second low stress handling tip for each other is how we approach each other. In low stress handling, low stress veterinary care, we learn about the proper way to approach a dog. Do not come straight on, do not reach. Come from the side. With cats, we do the slow blinking, we avoid looking them straight in the eye. So with humans, we need to think about what is our low stress approach to another coworker that will help to decrease stress. So first of all, when we are needing to go up to a coworker, physically walk up to them. We want to be sure that we have our shoulders back and our posture is good, because a good posture makes it easy for others to see your body language, and it keeps standing up straight, not bearing, but is a more positive body language. I'm being slumped down like this, So shoulders back. Secondly, when you go up to someone, always be sure that you say please, thank you, and you're welcome. So as you walk up to someone, you're going to walk slightly a little off to the side. Straight on can be very confrontational to people. So if we're just a little bit off to the side as we walk up to them, and when we do, we want to have a slight smile. Like, hi Jane, could you help could you take the blood test, the urine analysis, the ultrasound, the x-ray on Rocco the Rottweiler here for me? I'll be in room 3. When you have the results from that, could you please leave them here on the counter and just send me the little buzzer signal that they're ready so I can read them? And as Jane, the technician, says, okay, yes, I'll do that, Dr. Foote, and starts to go away, I say, thank you. I say, thank you for doing this for me. And Jane should say, you're welcome. Because when you say you're welcome, you're absorbing that gratitude I just expressed with a thank you into yourself. And when you absorb that gratitude into yourself, it's easier for you to then say the same to your other coworkers. Amy, could you please help me with lifting Rocco the Rottweiler on the x-ray table so we could get these x-rays for Dr. Foote? Thank you, Amy, for helping me with this. Okay, so the more that we express please and thank you and you're welcome, it overall will help to boost that positivity, even in the face of a lot of really tough stuff that comes into the office. Third thing is going to be low stress treats for ourselves. As I would say to my staff, I pay you to carry treats in your pockets for the dogs and cats because they need to have those to link good things in the environment that they're in. Well, for ourselves, we rarely now are getting any kind of break for lunch, any kind of breaks at all, just for a little bit of rest and even good nutrition. And you need that to be able to physically and mentally stay up for these intense days. What I suggest you do is to take something like an apple. You need healthy treats that are handy in your pocket. So the right pocket for the human treats, the left pocket for the pet treats. And in the right pocket, I want you to take something like an apple, slice it up, or a pear even. Slice it up, put it in a small snack type Ziploc bag, and add a tablespoon of water and 1/8 of a tablespoon of lemon juice to shake it all up. And what that does is the lemon juice prevents the apple from getting brown and icky, sitting in your pocket for the day. But then you can snack on those slices of apple or slices, say, of pear that will give you the little boost of blood sugar that you need. It's good and nutritious for you without getting a sugar high. Other things you could carry in your pocket might be, you can get the little 1-ounce sleeves of almonds, or even just put a few almonds in a separate Ziploc bag. So you have almonds in one and maybe fruit in the other. But a couple of almonds that you chew on will give you a boost of protein and a little boost of fat that also will carry you through the day. I think it's also good to buy for yourself the cans of the really good quality, like green iced tea. Green tea has theanine in it. Theanine helps to boost serotonin. It helps to boost dopamine. It's low in caffeine. Other drinks that are good are things like the Perrier water with lemon. You can buy little 12-ounce bottles and have that in the refrigerator, handy to drink. You could also get like the little Pellegrino canned, sodas that have pomegranate juice or the orange juice, but make it nice, because when you pick up that really nice kind of special treat like that, that is a personal boost for yourself. Okay, low stress environment. We want to help make the environment less stressful for us humans. This is tough because you can paint the walls a different color, but in that moment when the phone's ringing off the hook, these practices now are getting 5 times the amount of phone volume, calls. People are getting what I call COVID crabby. Some of the clients are a little crabby about being stuck at home and having to do the curbside care, but we need to do this in this pandemic. What helps a lot is for your eye to see something that brings you joy. We all have photographs on our phone. Print off, just on your home, print on regular copy paper, that is fine. Print off 2 or 3 photographs of, say, a favorite place that you visit. Maybe your own pet, maybe your own children, whatever, something that brings you joy. And just a small, 2-inch by 3-inch size, whatever, 3.5 by 4-inch size square. Cut it out, tape it to the wall. When you're working reception, tape that next to the phone. So then now when the phone rings, you're like, oh, you go, oh yeah, there's my favorite place to hike. Okay, and that brings you a little bit of joy and helps you to be a little less stressed as you answer that phone and hear about the next tape-by card that's coming in. If not a photograph, an inspirational statement, an inspirational quote that you write in your own handwriting. Because when you write it in your own handwriting, and you see that next to the phone, things like a merry heart hath a continual feast, and you see it in your own handwriting, you recognize that that's important to me because that's in my handwriting. And again, it's that little boost reminder to yourself mentally. And you could take this and tape it by the phone on the day that you have to work up front. Tape it by the microscope when you have to spend most of your day in surgery. Tape it on the clipboard if you're going back and forth and in and out with all the clients all day. And there's enough room, on that wall space underneath the reception desk counter for all of you to have like these little things posted up. And they're not intrusive. So think of that as another way to change, the environment and to help that out. Lastly, ending the day on a good note. And I know the days get tough. And it could be, how are we going to do that? Having that just one word or a couple words to each other that say things like, thank you. I say, it's a really rough day, guys. Thank you for all the hard work you did today. And when I say thank you, you say, you're welcome. Again, you're going to absorb that in. And then you may say, well, Dr. Foote, thank you for being here for us, And this leaves a last memory that is a lasting memory. It's not only true when it comes to handling our animals, it's true for ourselves. Such that when we all go out that door, there's a little bit of a lift to our spirit as we leave. So the next day when we come in, it helps us to be a little more lifted up, no matter what the day may bring. Thank you all so much, and please take care.